Hello. Okay. We are in Slay the Spire. Okay, hello. Uh, I am a little bit, underprepared right now. Do y'all mind if I go, like, feed the cat real quick? Hang on. I'll be back very, very soon. Sorry, I wasn't expecting her to already be out of food again, so... Give me just 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry, I am back once again. Oh, alright, yeah, I had to go quickly run to feed the cat. Also, I think I might play on the beta branch. I had switched over to the main branch of Slay the Spire because the fucking Aeon Glass was like way too overpowered. Like way too overpowered in the previous beta branch. Like, apparently they released a new one today, so... Let me see if they nerfed it at all. And if they did, I'll play on the beta branch. I'm gonna upgrade the status cards. I don't know, it kind of sounds like they didn't nerf it that much. Maybe? Hard to tell. It says Aeon Glasses with the status card no longer briefly returns to your hand before you discard your hand at the end of turn. I don't know what it means by that. Yeah, like, it doesn't really sound like they nerfed it at all, so I guess I'll just stay on the current patch. Or on the main one. So yeah, like, I really do not like what they've done with Aeon Glass. He is just really overtuned right now. Like, it's really ridiculous. So, anyway. I guess I will get into the game itself then. Okay, sorry, I just wanted to, like, quickly see if they had changed it. And apparently not, so... oh. Really? I thought we had... Oh, okay, we had something very similar to this yesterday, I think. But yeah, this is different. Because it has, like, curses, too. Specialized Insanity and Cost Run. Well... Let's hope we get an interesting specialization, then. 5 copies of a single card. Oh, Flak Cannon, okay. So... Low-key, this deck kinda sucks ass. We have 7 Flak Cannons and, like, barely any status creation. We have, like, 1 Overclock and 1 Fight Through. This is awful. This is, like, actually awful, and we have Doubt. Okay. I guess first order of business would probably be to, like, remove some of the flak cannons or find more status cards to exhaust with them. Oh, we also have triple boot sequence, so that's silly, to say the least. Do that. We can now do 1 damage if we'd like. I think... I'm actually just gonna do this. I know that gets rid of the buffer, but I'm trying to, like, stall at least somewhat. Like, once again, this is just straight ass so far. Okay. Well, at least we have smokestack. Like, or at least we got it from this. That would maybe be good, actually, in this deck, if we find it. Boost away is good, that's more status creation. Let's see. We could remove a cost, or we could get, turbo. I actually do kinda like turbo, but I guess the other thing, we do need to get rid of doubt at some point as well. We'll get turbo, and we'll remove later. Probably. Defragment is good. Okay, we will double boot sequence. Shadow Shield's not bad. We have, like, 0 shit to work with here. Just do that, I guess. We are now weak. I'll do that. A lot of dazed. Not really, like, too much else we can do, even. Guess we just take the 2 damage. Once again, though, to be fair, this starting deck kinda sucks ass. Like, this is really bad. Fight through is good, that's more status creation. Like, we just need to really crank out as much status creation as we can. Like, then we might be alright. Subroutine is good. We also like having the glass. So this definitely dies this turn. I almost feel like we just... I don't think Darkness helps us. I think we just reboot here, to be honest. We can also do this. Yeah, that's just lethal. Fair enough. Echo Form, kind of unnecessary. Like, I think this is just more bloat, if we take that. Yeah. We already have too many, like, really expensive cards. Do this, I guess. Alright. Great first time. Triple boot sequence is goofy. What? Oh, right, because he put statuses into our deck. Right, I completely forgot about that. I was like, where did we get all that from? Okay, cool, he's just dead. Sick. Easiest fight of my life. Another boot sequence would be silly, but not necessary. Claw doesn't really work in this deck, I feel. even with All for One, like, I don't know, I don't think we need more Claw. I think we're more of a status creation deck, above all else. Okay. White noise being free would be nice. What else? We just have so much bullshit in our deck, man. It really, really sucks. I guess, like, Chill becoming non-exhaust is pretty nice. Signal Boost being free is kind of nice. It's like between these three for me. Like Buffer, Chill, or Signal Boost. I guess I'll just get... I mean, at this early in the game, our deck barely ever recycles anyway. Let's go for like a Signal Boost. For free. Okay, hang on, this is actually kind of nice. Do 1 frost for each enemy. Do this. Do this. Try and get something going here. Another boot sequence is nice. I think we just scrape you? And then Shadow Shield. Yeah. So this, like, Darkness Orb is pretty set to kill one of them. Also this kills one of them too, so that's nice. Very good. Feral, interesting. We reboot. Modded is nice. Probably not necessary, but still just nice. Do I fight through here? Because, like, we could put more status cards, and, like, we have so much Flak Cannon. I think that's actually better than Scrape. Its own weird, wacky way. Maybe Overclock? Help me? Signal Boost Buffer? Maybe? I guess... Or for you. It's like we should be able to kill one of them, I'd hope. Or maybe all of them? Apparently not. Man, okay. Doing the orb slot upgrades was probably my biggest mistake. It's like that kind of made it impossible to evoke my Darkness Orbs. So I guess that's a little something to keep in mind. I shouldn't be spamming those too much. We'll upgrade Buffer. Could be useful for one of these next fights. More Flak Cannon upgrade? Okay. I mean, there ain't shit I can really do about that, man. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's just use a Swift Potion here. Signal Boost, Scrape, Compile Driver, Darkness. Interesting turn. Passive ability of your rightmost orb. That would actually be kind of nice with the dark. So I think we do this. We'll be taking a bit of damage this turn. But then, like, we're gonna get a super beef. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say super beefed up, Dark Orb. But I forgot that we had Lightning Rod. Little annoying. Oh, I guess we just do this. No status cards. Oh, okay. Thankfully it was dazed. It wasn't doing its actual, like, debuff yet. Okay. Channeled 3 lightning. Okay. There we go. We should be fine now. Yeah, if we just, like, chaos. Pantograph is really good. We don't need another flak cannon. Get out of here. Be gone. White noise is good once again. So is like overclock. I don't know. We need to get rid of like... uproar. Like some other stuff. Give me a free white noise. Whatever. Okay. Okay, thank you. Put more dazed. I don't think we want to reboot again, to be honest. Let's see if we can get, like, flak cannon here or something. Buffer is also good. Buffer, like, boost through. Fight through as well. Or boost and fight through. Silly. So of course we can't really hit him, but that's fine. We have buffer. So, whatever. We literally just sleep. Okay. Version of capacity is interesting. Signal boost is really good. I care about cool-headed. I think we want another signal boost. Honestly. This is a high-powered deck. So... Ooh, start with 3 additional orb slots is tempting. This is a good shop. Can we afford, like, both of these? I think we can, right? Like, just barely? Because it would be... Yeah, 262 total, I think. Guess let's go ahead and get rid of this fast. 3 additional orb slots. Yeah, like, I think I'm okay with that. Okay. Kind of immediately a whatever hand. Defragment's good. Let's see if we can get... Okay, I wanted to see if we could get a signal boost on that, but apparently not. Why did this? we would be rewarded for it, apparently. It's actually not bad. Now, this guy's of course gonna try and summon this turn. We could just do this. Okay. Oh, it is what it is. I probably should have Shadow Shielded fast. Something. Deal 8 damage. I think we're like very close to... Yeah, there we go. We're close to lethal. You are, in fact. This is another status card, but I don't think we really need it at this point. Like, we're gonna start being able to get rid of some of these flak cannons. If anything, I think what we need is draw. We have pantograph, so we can just smith here. I got another white noise would be pretty good. Or like getting signal boost free. I think we'll do that. Now, let's not forget that this boss allows you to set up a bit in the beginning, so... I'm going to try and take advantage of that. Try to avoid doing any, like, big attacks. But getting signal boost buffer here is pretty nice. Okay, and then next time we attack. As much as we want. Okay, we can get this. There we go. He is awake now. Now, what do we want to do here? I think Voltaic is actually kind of nice. Because that starts to exponentially scale us. That's also good. That makes us actually block this turn. Now we can just have a shit ton of lightning. That's really nice. Smokestack is good. I think we might end up taking one of our buffers off this turn. Okay, never mind. We're goated. Being able to play Voltaic there would have been nice, but whatever. Okay, we actually block this turn. Okay, crazy. And we can do a big flak cannon if we'd like. Alright. Go for it. This might even just kill. Very close to it, and I think the lightning orb should do the job. Yep. Very clean. I don't need this, capacity potion. Even though strength isn't even that much better, trash to treasure is pretty good. Like that. Clumsy is not the worst. I will keep that. Ah, no clone. I kinda like Pale's Blood here. Well, I mean, we have Pale's Tears as well. It's just the only problem, right, is like... This can get innate. And that would be really good for us. But then we wouldn't have enough draw. So like, I honestly think we just take this. Yeah. And then we want to smith this as soon as possible. All these routes kind of suck, honestly, though. I think we're gonna have to take this right one. I don't want to have to do 2 elites in a row. I'd rather chance it on this and like try and go like this way. Kind of a deal. Let me just make sure that I'm mostly blocking this fast. Sure. Exhaust my 1 days. Well, okay, I'm now realizing I shouldn't have done that, because we need a big attack for when he gets his stuff up. Thankfully we have double buffer, so that also helps. Okay, this is good. Modded. Darkness fight through. I think we just do this for the extra damage. Just cause. Okay. Good news. We can definitely get him out this turn. This. Okay. Just scrape. This. Feral is pretty nice. And we have 2 Feral because we had the signal boost. Pretty good. Turbo Flak Cannon here actually just kills. Silly. First time you draw a status each turn, draw 2 cards. That's pretty nice. Honestly. Also realizing, like, going an elite path here actually does kind of make sense, because the bee guy would be very easy. Please remove... I'd actually rather remove a flak cannon than a clumsy, because clumsy at least exhausts itself. Ooh, normality is kind of a problem. Do we have anything we want a perfect fit, though? I guess... maybe just something that puts status cards into our hand? Alright. Who would I be to fight the whole... Okay. White noise. Defragment is nice. We can, like, full block this turn. Also, welcome in, Lemon. Hello, hello. Hope you're well. Yeah, I honestly think we just full block. Play the long con here. Buffer doesn't help us much here, because they do a lot of multi-attacks. But also, like, this is not very good. Okay, we just barely block here. Oh, hang on, actually we have plays to make. Okay, we have 4 buffer now. Very nice. We can turbo boost. I actually think this is fine, guys. Then we just flat cannon? Yep. Double energy is interesting. I don't think we necessarily need it. Wow. Did I lose all my money? Oh, it would have been like, this one. Yeah. We could get gunk up. I don't think we really wanna, though. Oh, here we go. So we kind of just want to hit this guy as much as possible. Funny enough. Normally you'd want to avoid that, but here it actually helps us since we're a status build. I don't think I really need to do a signal boost on that. Okay. We kind of just get more and more damage the more we do this. This. Boost away, scrape. I think we win now. Took a little bit of damage there, but overall not too bad. Okay. Focus potion, probably better than strength. TBH. Smokestack is interesting. I don't think really needed at this point. Give me... Smith, trash treasure. Regal pillar, okay, that's nice. That means we can smith again. Like, pretty safely. What now? Guess maybe we just smith like voltaic. Try and get it like scaling. Okay, we definitely want to use this? Yeah. I think like that's pretty good. We have 24 incoming damage, I think. Right? 16, yeah. I don't think it's worth playing another boot sequence just for one block. I'll live. Okay. And then... do this. I don't super like my hand this turn, but we'll see what we can do. Chill is pretty good. And then we could just like reboot. If we get some more defense. Do that, signal boost. Reboot again. Signal boost. Okay. GG's. Welcome in, Vicky. Hope you're doing well. Not necessarily GG's, we're just getting really bad luck here in terms of like our hand. This is good though. We don't really have free shit we want to get back. Like, I don't want to use flak cannon either, because, like, that's just kind of a waste. Love this game. It is pretty good. I'm a big fan. I was a big fan of the first one, too. Defect is your favorite character, what's mine? I'm kind of a... I'm a bit of an ironclad and silent kind of guy. To be honest. I do also like the defect, though. I'm like warming up to the defect quite a lot. I think we actually win this time, too. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Draw one card for each unique orb you have. That's actually pretty nice on this. I'm more excited for new characters or new card mechanics. I would love to see more characters, honestly. I think, like, a lot of the cards are already, like, fine. Really, if there's anything I do want, I want them to rebalance the Aeon Glass on Beta Patch. That's probably, like, my biggest grievance right now. Like, Aeon Glass feels really overtuned to me. I don't know. That's just me, I guess. Get rid of my dexterity potion. Wait, no, the speed potion. That's it. Ooh. I think we need more claw. I think we just skip all these. Whatever. Okay. Not the best turn of all time. We got white noise. Signal boost echo form is actually kind of silly. Turbo, this, frost, impile, darkness, boost, flak. Which boss fight am I most scared to see again? Well, like, I'm not on beta patch right now, but I don't really like the Aeon Glass. That's just me, though. I don't even know what I just played twice. To be honest. Well, very overpowered right now, though. Okay. Hologram's interesting. Subroutine... Subroutine would be kind of nice. We do have a lot of powers. Alright. And once again, we do have Pantograph, so we don't even have to rest, really. Once again, I really just kind of want more draw at this point. Reboot. Boost away, fight through, reboot. Turbo, scrape. Swift potion. Yada yada. Nada. Okay, pretty good fast time. Another trash treasure is good. Capacitor is really funny. So now we're getting like hella orbs. Got more energy. Let me get this. have zero costs that we want back? I do. I'm gonna do this fast though. Just to clear my hand a little bit. So I wanna get that back, like this. Chaos. We could hit him with another flak cannon if we wanted to, but that feels kind of unnecessary. Okay, well, it kind of played one anyway. It's fine, I guess. Crazy ass fight that we have here. We have 5 unique orbs, so we can just do that. Got like Voltaic as well. Fight through Voltaic. Damn. Oh, he's like dead. Damn. That went pretty much perfect. Spinner is really nice. Big fan of that. Ooh, I wouldn't like to have the debt. This is interesting. And much better than Apparition, I feel. Because, like, Vaku playing our first turn isn't the end of the world, because we have, like, 3 boot sequences anyway, so, like... That's actually really damn nice. Alright. Like, that's literally fine. If we had played that, that would have been much different, if at all. I wanna try and attack you. This kills you, so we'll get the energy back. Play flak cannon. Nice. Yeah, this is like stupid strong. We have the door maker, but that's really like not an issue at all, to be honest. Handbrace is kind of unnecessary since we have Vaku doing shit for us. Once again, we really just want draw, if anything. Let's get Potion Belt and Tropic Brew, actually. I forgot about debt, but that's kind of fine. We have enough, like, reboot and stuff. I don't think it really matters. And, like, there's not another shop upcoming. Like, potentially anyway, so... I think we just make our peace with it. Zero cost. Have boost away. Also have this. I think that actually full blocks. Yeah. I forgot that this is an Ascension 10, so this actually full blocks. We do that. Some more lightning. And here we go, we just reboot that. We just reboot again. Scrape. Signal boost. Good time. I think we want to do that just to, like, evoke this, like, frost orb. Silly as that sounds. Yeah, whatever. Might take a little bit of damage here. Fine. I really don't mind. Boost away, kind of unnecessary at this point. Just skip. Obtain a random relic. Lantern? That's good. I mean, Vaku just kind of plays our entire first turn anyway, but that ensures that he probably won't run out of energy, at least. So, what's that? He did play out Trash to Treasure, though, which is kind of annoying. That made us take a little bit of damage. We'll just heal, probably. It's like the real solution to that. Hobo, chill, boost away. Do that, I suppose. Right through. We really didn't get much lightning off of that, huh? I guess just Black Cannon then. Ooh. So bad news. This is kind of a tough turn. I guess we just block Potion. Also we lose 10 gold from our 15 gold. Pain. Yeah, this guy's kind of like our direct counter. And we're still kind of beating his ass, so... I think we're fine anyway, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Like, that's essentially us being, like, over the mountain. There we go. Got a cute character, you like it? Thank you! I am realizing now that you pointed out that it might be a little in the way. Where would one put themselves here? I guess, like, here. Yeah, sorry. Normally I would have, like, a VTuber. But I'm currently streaming from a temporary laptop. So... it's kind of, like, harder to do that. Know about VGen? I do know about VGen. I've never used it before, though. Darkness here is fine. You're on it? Okay. You can Google it. Yeah, I know what it is. I've just never used it before. is all. Fight through is good here. I'll... A signal boost buffer is pretty nice as well. Chaos. Reboot. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we do full block, so we can just do this. Very good. Okay, thankfully we have buffer to save us here. So we're fine. We're still being robbed by the cars. Is that kind of silly? I mean, we have energy potion. Could take Echo form. I don't know. Possible. Compile driver is more draw though. Really want draw, so. I don't want to upgrade my block cards now. We'll start doing that. I don't need gold. I don't need health either, but... You have some cute suggestions for my character, I want to hear. I'm good. Also, I'm banning you because I think you're just like a scammer. You're kind of giving scammer vibes, if I'm being real. Given that you brought up like VGen out of nowhere, and now you're saying like you have ideas for my character. I'm good. I don't want your business. No thanks. Now, for these... I don't know, I could target this guy. I almost feel like we want to target this guy, so... He's gonna ruin out upgrades. Is Nolly. I'm gonna be taking a shit ton of damage this time. Okay, a little less now that that guy's dead. Okay, here we go. Okay, we could get another energy potion, but I don't think we need it. Genetic algorithm this late is very funny. You know what? For the meme. Okay. We can do this. Channel 1 random. I'm just not sure if I'm gonna make it on this. It's not the end of the world if we don't, but... I don't know, it would have been nice. I suppose. I'd have to do a lot of damage this turn, which I'm just not so sure about. And channel 6 lightning. Maybe? This does 18, and then these would do the last 10, so I think we do make it, as long as it actually counts that. Okay. So it does count, the, like, orb stuff. Good to know. Upgrade genetic algorithm. Gain 1 block. Very, very silly. Just upgrade Voltaic. And now, here's where things get silly. We gain 2 focus, we gain 2 dex. We'll throw on the plating and the energy whenever we want. We don't need uproar. Don't need claw either. We get rid of this, and then I think we just flak cannon. Get rid of one of those. I think we just end the turn there. Thankfully that phase allowed us to cut through our deck a little bit. Oh right, I can't draw on this turn. Dummy. I think we'll put on the plating now. May as well do that. Oh, hang on. Sorry. I will pause for the ads. Actually, hang on, let's resume until it does this turn. Okay, and then now we pause for the ads. Okay. Not bad. Yeah, got some water as well. Okay. Back from ads. I have a couple of pings. I'm not sure why. I probably should have checked that before. Oh, okay. It was nothing too major. Fair enough. Alright. Back to business. I think we pull lightning rod here, to be honest. Put lightning rod. Put darkness. Just get rid of one of our flak cannons. I don't really care. Modded is nice. Spinner is actually nice, so I guess I'll throw on the energy potion now. And then we entropic brew. See what we get. We can get even more plating, we can get more strength and dex, get thorns. And these other two I will save for an opportune moment. I think we are literally yet to take damage, which is very silly. And we could get another buffer if we wanted. Honestly, I think we just accept that we're gonna lose a buffer this turn. It don't matter. Compile driver does nothing. This does do something, though. I don't think this works. So, we just ignore that. And this, we fight through. Let me Shadow Shield. White Noise, Spinner. Oh, we're like... Yeah, we're super killing this guy. Yeah. There we go. 2 potions left, too. Very good. What are you doing here? Great question. Sick. Yippee. Perfect. Defeated 3 bosses without losing HP. Hell yeah. That's how it be. That's how it go. Very nice. Alright. With that said and done, yeah, we did our 1 daily. Why don't we go ahead, switch to some game dev. Let me make sure it's not gonna show anything. Actually, I don't think it does. Godot is usually pretty good about that. Yeah, nice. I have another ping. I keep getting pinged in Discord, and it's it's concerning. I'm scared. Alright, let me get the playlist up and going. Okay, this is fine. Okay. Now we get a Game Maker itself. Yeah, we have some stuff to do today in the old game engine. I just need to remember what it is. This is why I should write more shit down. I guess I technically know, like, one thing I need to do. Actually, like, a few. I think we'll have enough to do. To fill, like, the next 3-ish hours, maybe. If I feel like it. I don't know. My attention span is cooked. Okay, I think I should be able to show this now. Okay, so I was messing with surface stuff primarily. It's like if I very quickly go over here. So yeah, something that's kind of an issue with surfaces is like they're very volatile. In the sense that like they can just randomly get deleted like mid running the game for various reasons. Usually from like changing like the window or whatnot. So I was kind of just messing with making all of this like a surface instead of all like little instances that would have to stay. So like, I want to actually like better showcase this. I probably should just put like an instance counter of some kind. I could very quickly do that. Hang on. This would be a helpful debug tool to have later anyway. We're lagging like hell though. Which kind of sucks. Draw GUI. String. Instance. Count. I think that's just get a count of all active instances that are in the room. Yeah, okay. Instances. Oh. Okay, that should be fine. Okay, yeah, so you see we go from like 14 when that's shot. This will create like a bunch more instances. You'll see they gradually get deleted. Yeah. So yeah, that's because they're all, instead of remaining as instances, they all get, once they're like done moving, they all just get drawn to the surface to clear them from memory and all that. So, yeah, good stuff. Now, I'm not sure if... I am noticing that it's climbing a little bit. But I think that's from this. I didn't realize that those didn't stamp. But I could, like, change that. Yeah, so that's just from reloading. Yeah. We'll see, that's why it's good that we tested this. This is what the debugging process is about. So I believe we should be able to tweak that if we just go to gun controller. Actually, let's go here first just to like do this. Lifetime, particle does stamp. Okay, so that should be all we need. I think that's probably fine. That's like a full second. Like even on the splinters. Turn this into mag particle. Do this for like 180. Just to make sure it actually registers. Yeah, and like this is also just an extreme case too. Cause like normally these like particles are only reserved for like the doors. So like you're not even usually gonna be creating like hundreds of them anyway. So yeah. Now these currently do stay instances, like the doors themselves. I kind of want them to though, because that's gonna affect like footsteps. So some of them will get to stay as like an actual sprite, or not sprite, as an object. If it feels relevant. Like, that's fine. I mean, GameMaker can handle, like, a lot of instances. As far as I'm aware anyway, so... Like, having a couple that are, like, persistent particles are fine. And I know it, like, looks laggy on stream as well, but that's primarily because... that is, like, primarily because I'm on a GTX laptop that's, like, really choppy, and I'm streaming. So, that's the only reason it looks laggy. In any other case, like, this looks fine. Or it runs fine. Yeah, we're still at, like, 30 instances despite all of these, like, particles. And, yeah, the only problem I was having before is, like, some of them would, like, disappear if I would, like, do this, or, like... I've heard you can get it to happen from, like, clicking out of the game. As well. I've never been able to recreate that, but... Yeah, I don't know. It's just interesting. I don't currently know if there's any other scenarios where we'd, like, need to run this. To, like, make sure that it, like, reloads the surface. Because that's effectively what's happening. What it's doing is, like, it checks for when the game goes into full screen, and then it basically just... When it goes into full screen or out of full screen, because that would normally, like, unload the surface, it basically just has a backup in a buffer that it then reloads. So... And it kind of does just work, so... I'm happy with it. As far as I'm concerned. Now, as for today... I do actually have a couple of things I want to do. Once the game maker stops lagging, please. Oh dear. Okay, it's lagging a lot today. This is kind of an issue. I don't really know what to do about that. Okay, here we go. So, like, do functions automatically get cleared from memory? I want to check that. If I, like, overwrite this... Hmm. This is interesting. I just want to make sure that this doesn't cause, like, any memory leak stuff. If we, like, just overwrite this in the door script. Hmm. Okay, so this does seem to maybe have issues. Okay, so we're not getting anywhere from this. I'm like trying to check the... I'm trying to check like the manual as well as like Google for this. Nothing is helping. GameMaker script functions. Is that what it's called? Oh man. Oh, a method variable is what it's called. Okay. So then... Method overriding... Okay, so apparently this is fine. Does overriding a method variable from memory in GameMaker? Okay, apparently that's fine. Okay, so I wasn't looking up the right thing and it was deceiving me because of that. Okay. That's fine then. So yeah, we can move this to doors and door open. like, this is maybe a little inefficient. If I have to copy and paste this, like, somewhere else, maybe I should just make a door splinter material. I don't know. Like some script that would just let me... You know what? I'm gonna do that anyway. Hang on. I'm gonna create a script called set material underscore door. Do this. I think that would be fine. Then we do that. Let's do these in both of these. Okay. And then from here, I mean, these all just have defaults anyway. Like, I don't even know if we necessarily need to do anything here. Do nothing by default. We'll see if this just works. The old Todd Howard quote. Okay, yeah, so that now no longer has, like, a particle. But when we shoot these, they should. It does seem that they do... Okay, they do, yeah. It's a bit hard to tell there. Now, I am noticing that they don't collide with any of, like, the wall geometry. Which is kind of an issue. It's like one more thing that we should very quickly do. I should stop doing that. So we need to set does collide to true and then set the collide array to general, I guess. Let me see this actually. Yeah, because we got does collide here. Okay. And this is why we did it like this. Now we can do... well, I want to make sure I didn't, like, delete it from here. Okay. We got set material door. We do get collide array for the particle, and then we set it to collide, and hopefully that should work. And then we might as well do the same thing for like the gun magazine. It's a bit hard to tell. Let me do this. Okay, that definitely sent them flying, and they are just colliding with the wall, it seems. Okay, that's nice then. So it should no longer fly outside of the bounds of the room. Uh-oh. Why did that have an issue? That's very concerning. It like just weirdly spawned a bunch of them for like no reason. That was very, very odd. Did I like frame perfectly do that or something? Is that what caused it to... Trying to see what like caused it to create all those particles. Like even in a restarted room. This is gonna bug me not knowing what the hell caused that. It's like weird. It's like a one-off issue or something. Really, really strange. Like, I'm really struggling to find, like, what caused that. Let me restart the game. Yeah, it's like I can't recreate what happened. I don't understand. I'm gonna have to, like, mark that in the VOD. And just, like, try and check it from there at some point. So yeah, I can't get this to, like, recreate. Yeah, like, no matter what I do, it just doesn't redo it. Really, really strange. Well, I don't know why it did it just that one time. Yeah, very, very odd. Let me... Would have been at around, like, 127, because that was about, like, 10 minutes ago. 7, check 4, weird surface bug. Yeah, that's really odd. I wish I knew how to recreate that, but... Yeah. I don't know. And now if we do... if we do this for the magazine as well, this would be pretty nice. Okay. Okay, so like there it did collide. Very good. That was kind of jank. Actually kind of always does that, which is interesting. Yeah, I need to make the hitbox on that a little smaller. Yeah, because like that is kind of silly. Look at each of the door parts. It's like a little bit silly, but maybe it kind of makes sense. You just interpret it as like them still being like kind of on the hinge. I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll tweak the hitbox a tiny bit. Well, before I do, let me quickly get upload that as like... Let's see. What changes did I make? I guess moved door exit particles to door. Or material exit door and gave more parts collision. And gave okay. This is fine. Okay. But then, from here, I want to tweak the hitboxes a little bit. Well, collision boxes more accurately. On these like animated door bits. Particularly on this bottom section, as well as I think what would technically be the right of the door? It's whatever side doesn't have the handle. So we can kind of like figure it out from there. Collision mask. Yeah, we definitely need to make this a bit skinnier. Like towards the hinge end. Actually, no, this would be fine. I don't know. I guess that's like alright. It's fine. And then... okay, so this would be the part that doesn't have the handle, then. Yeah, this is the one that we need to, like, adjust the hitbox a little more for. Wait, were those already the same? Or not the same? Apparently not. Okay. Does this, like, undersection need one as well? No. Okay. Fine. I can make my peace with that. We'll see if this makes it fly off, and if not, then we'll kind of just, like, let it be the way it is. Because it would be too much effort to try and make this, like, walk. Like, what is ultimately a small detail. Okay, yeah. All the problem I'm sort of figuring out is it primarily travels in the direction it's facing, rather than, like, the direction you shot it at. It's like, there it looks kind of fine, but then if you shoot it more like this, or like this especially, that looks kind of strange. I don't know. It's interesting, right? Like the issues that creates. Now another issue I'm kind of finding is that it doesn't actually correctly create the splinters. I'm realizing, like, when you punch it specifically. That's also kind of an issue I need to solve. I'm just trying to think of, like, how I would do that, though. I guess we could probably make a special case for, like, melee stuff. It's like if I go here, go here. Yeah, so it does this. The material exit function. Hmm. So I guess we just make a special case for this. Where we do material exit function, and it would be, I guess, like, it would have to be, like, randomly in the door. This actually kinda works, because, like, you can't, bash the doors down if they're already opened. Like, we just have to figure out their orientation, and then give, like, a random offset there. So we'd basically go... what? We look at the door, right? Like, when we break a door, it's direction minus or like plus 90. What is it again? Okay, it's plus 90. So then, I mean, really, we don't even need to do like that specific angle math, though. We'd basically just... Alright, I have an idea. So we do... splinter x equals 0 for y equals 0. And then we would repeat this probably about 20 times would be reasonable. And what we do is we would set splinter x to equal length direction x be at random range. How big is the spread again? It's like, I want to say about 20 big. A little over 20, maybe like 30-ish. Should probably just look, right? It's 30 by 50, okay. Well, technically the door itself would be smaller. 30, and then you'd also introduce a little bit of up or down. So probably like 10 either way would be reasonable. Yeah, we do minus 10, 10. Direction would be just image angle. Like, we can just set this to be the default. Yeah, I think this would be fine, and then we just do we do splinter y equals direction y. And then it would basically just be +1 -1. And then you would do image angle +90? Basically to just like randomize its position is the idea. Within like the bounds of the sprite. And then this you would do splinter x, splinter y. And then there isn't really a convenient direction we could use here. I guess it would just be image angle +90 here. Now I do want to check one more thing with this. Does it like add a random direction at all? About direction. Okay, so it does add like a random range. Okay. Then that might be fine then already. Let's just check this out. See if this works. So that didn't seem to create any particles. Interesting enough. Or it did, but it like covered them up. Interesting. It's like it needs more speed, I think. Like not enough speed. Okay. That's fine. Do like random range 4 to 6 maybe. Oh, I need another bracket. That seems fine. I can't see any of them still. That is really strange. That is really strange. You know, what if we made them like huge just to like see what the problem is? Like for the sake of debugging this. Instead of making them 0.5, let's just make them 5. So yeah, now the splinters are going to be absolutely huge, which should help us tell if they're even being like created in the first place. So yeah, you can definitely tell they're like massive. Okay, so like that is interesting. Hmm. So why would that be? Because, like, in its own create event, it's setting its material to door. Hmm. So why wouldn't that be working? Oh, I'm stupid. I think I just noticed why. Because I'm not adding its default X and Y values to this. I think that's why. That also means it's not gonna have the right offset. Yeah, because, like, it's gonna be going from here, so we actually kind of want this to be... If we trimmed off 20 from this, so we want to do +5. So X would have to be 5. We're in ads, I'm gonna just figure this out. Five there. Okay. That should now work on that front. Let me do just this. We call this offset because that's more accurate. Okay. Okay, sorry, we're back from ads. I quickly fixed this up. And now it should add its default, like, X and Y values, which should mean the splinters now come out from the right place. Now, I haven't corrected the size yet, so it's gonna look kinda odd. Also, it is lagging insanely. Yeah. Also, it seems to be not working for this. Oddly enough. Oh, I know why. Sorta. We had a similar issue to this with the door breaking script. Right. How did I solve it there? Hang on. Break door. Like, how did we calculate the offset for this? Oh, we just, like, did this. The only problem with that, though, is that this is, like, plus and minus. Okay. Like, why do I do all this now? Align door piece. Oh, okay. So then we go to align door piece, and this is where it is. Okay. Huh. I might need to make, like, an all-purpose, like, alignment thing. Yeah, essentially the idea is that we apply both the X and Y stuff. Okay. So we basically just copy it and paste it for Y. But then we'd also need, like, a plus equals. Then we'd have to, like, reset it each repeat, which then, you know, introduces a lot more lines than I would like to use, but in general, just once again, isn't super efficient. It's like, I probably should just move this to its own script. I'll do it in a second, probably, right? It's like, we need a way to calculate offsets anyway, with, like, rotated sprites. So. Alright. Fuck me, dude. Alright. We'd probably do, like, minus 90 by default. Yeah, then this would be direction Y. Would be direction X. And then now it should work. And once we confirm that this is working, we'll just... Okay, yeah, so, like, now it actually creates them at each origin point. So I don't know what that, like, silly gray thing is. Oh, that's interesting. What the fuck? That is really strange. It's like it sometimes doesn't set the sprite correctly. It sometimes sets it to the mag instead, which is really stupid. I don't know why that would be happening. That is really odd. We might have to make it so that this OBJ particle has no sprite by default. That would probably be better. Right. Because these inherit from OBJ animated. Hmm. Kind of annoying, but we deal. Gavlan, wheel, Gavlan, deal type shit. Okay. Set material door. Oh, so we don't need to set both. We just need to set one, apparently. Actually, it not being both is probably why it had that issue in the first place. I'm now realizing. Hmm. Oh, I just realized I'm still in the Slay the Spire category. I'm so sorry. Hang on. Software and game development. Game dev back on his bullshit. Okay, there we go. So we do that, then we go to door, set material door, do sprite, x equals splinter. Okay. Okay. This should be fine, methinks. So that'll fix the issue where it's like creating sprites that look like mags at some points for some reason. Well, I know the reason now, but before I didn't. It was really strange. Now, it still doesn't fix the layering issue. It still doesn't fix the size issue and layering issue. All good. Okay. So now we should be able to just set this back to 0.5. It'll be working as intended. And I don't think the mag throwaway should be changed either. It should probably all be fine. Yeah. That's still fine. Perfectly fine. Granted, the hitbox is a little strange. I should probably just change it. That's an easy fix. Okay, there we go. So now it actually creates some, like, splintering. But it's weirdly, like, offset from its original thing here. Which leads me to believe it hasn't quite worked. Oh, also we had the fucking texture issue again. It's like, why is it... Hang on. Okay, I can frame advance this. Yeah, why is it creating all of it from the top left? What? That was meant to work. Huh. Did I change the wrong part? Huh. This is why I need an alignment fucking script, so I don't have to do this bullshit manually anymore. This shit is so hard. Okay. Hang on. Now, okay. Let's just copy this over and, like, debug it from there. So we take this into door, into here, compare and contrast. Okay, so it seems I mixed up a couple of things here. Seems this needs to be Y and this needs to be X again. Which I guess makes sense. It makes a lot more sense. Right, okay. Okay. So then, if I now do this, and then frame advance to walk into this door and smash it. Okay. The chips actually do go the right way now. Like the chips of wood, to be clear. Okay, and like, why do we now have this, though? Why do we have things scattered about? This is the issue I was talking about last time. And why does it only happen on, like, the first reset or something? Does it happen because of, like, slow motion? It's a frame advance issue? No. So it's like explicitly the first time that the game gets run and then gets reset, it'll like do it sometimes. What? Dude, I fucking hate working with surfaces. I'm gonna keep it completely real. This shit annoys the hell out of me. Oh, also, the game didn't even show up. Oh, brother. Like, if we do this... It didn't do it. Like, it only happens when I don't expect it to happen. So, like, why, man? Also, I'm realizing... Instead of doing it like this, I probably should just do material health divided by 2.5. Divided by 2.5. And we'll, like, roof that, or, like, seal it. Okay. Like, that'll probably be fine, so that if we break it after it's already been weakened quite a lot, it shouldn't make as many particles. Well, maybe. If we overkill it, we should get some anyway, so like... I don't know, we'll do like +4. And that, repeat. Yeah, now if we... like, hit it quite a lot, and then do this, it won't have as many, like, particles. Okay, so, like, why did it do the thing again? What the fuck? Okay, there it did it again. It's like... if I wait a while, it'll sometimes do it. But why? Why would that be how it works? What the fuck? This is some weird shit with, like, the global, I think. Because it's, like, persistent. Hang on. Like, if I do key up backspace, it restarts the game. Okay, so I'm gonna add a destroy function to this that just clears both, like both my surface and surface backup buffer. So that would be surface free, I believe. Surface free, my surface. And then we do... is there a way to, like, buffer clear or something? Buffer delete? Is that correct? Let me see. I have to bring up the manual, so give me a second. That's gonna click me out of Windows like on screen, but it's fine. Removing any data it may currently contain. Okay. Because that does seem like it could be the issue. Is like retaining some data from the previous run. Like, we're not really gonna use it anymore after it's destroyed, so I guess we don't really need to do that. Even though it says it's best practice. Yeah, I think that's fine. We'll see if that has the same issue. But I really do think it's some, like, persistence and, like, memory leak related issue. If we do this, we restart. Okay. It doesn't seem to be having the issue anymore, so... yeah, I guess we just had to get rid of that memory leak. Makes sense. Yeah, it was just like, I guess reading some like garbage data. Man, very finicky trying to get these surfaces to work. That much is for certain. Does that seem to create, like, barely any particles? The hell? I'm starting to notice I might be... Actually, no, that was fine. Guess it was just bad luck. Huh. Oh, it fucking did it again. Uh-oh. That's really bad, because that means I have no idea what the issue actually is. Am I gonna have to, like, not use surfaces for this? Because this is really strange. It's like, that makes no sense. Why would it be retaining surface data between restarts? That is so strange. Yeah, it's like still doing it. It's like the more I add to it, the more it retains too. But only sometimes. Oh my god, dude. Like, why? I'm gonna have to, like, look this up. Game maker, game, start not clearing surface. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so I have something I can try here. Apparently, we might need to put this in cleanup instead. It's apparently this... Like, destroy does not reliably catch game restart. We'll see if that's true. And, like, if that fixes the issue. Okay, well it didn't do it that time. That's good news. Hang on. Also, once again, I am sorry that it's, like, insanely laggy as well. I wish there was more I could do about that, but... unfortunately, my computer is still being repaired after all this time. So there sadly just isn't much I can really do. Okay, I'm trying to figure out, too, like, why the bullets sometimes just don't create a lot of particles. Is it just because of, like, the speed? Hang on. Hmm. From immune list. Hang on. Sorry, I am rapidly switching my attention between different things. Hmm. I do wonder if I just need more speed on them. Very strange. Okay, hang on. I have a way I could actually, like, debug this issue as well. So if we go into this break door... we just set the image alpha 0.2. Actually, even like 0.1 or like 0.05. I want the door to be like barely visible so that we can actually measure if we're getting a lot of particle creation or not. So yeah, key difference you'll notice. Yeah, so now it's like very transparent. Interesting. Okay, no, so it is just like randomness. Hmm. Yeah, sometimes they just get, like, just shoved in a corner, I guess. Oh, that's odd. So sometimes if you shoot it, like, real close, like, it just won't create any at all. Is that true for this as well? Huh. Interesting. So I guess what I'm trying to, like, wrangle with. It, like, doesn't create as many because, like, it, like, dies before it can properly register any bullets. That is really strange. Also, this does appear to have fixed the other issue we were having, where we were sometimes getting, like, persistent particles. Like, that's nice at least. Nope, never mind. It's still there. God damn it, man. I hate it here. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna make, like, a proper... I'm gonna note this down in proper detail. Into, like, my actual sheet. Like, my actual to-do list. Some surface data sometimes persists between reload or between game restarts. Let's just focus on one thing at a time here. So, like, the thing I'm gonna try and fix first is gonna be door splinters not being created. Not enough splinters being created. When blasted close range. Okay. Man, I am really starting to, like, zone out. Because I am at wit's end. Trying to, like, figure out all of these issues at the same time. Like, there's so much... So much I don't know here. So it does all of this, or it like breaks the door. Oh, I see the problem. So it's because they never actually exit the door while the door is still there. Fuck. It's like, I don't know how to actually fix that is the problem. Because, like, this script needs to run only when it exits the door. But, like, the door is already broken. So the door doesn't exist, and therefore you can't get its material exit function. God damn it, dude. Oh, how would I even fix this? I guess what you'd have to do is, like, you would have to, like, create it when you first enter the material, then you'd have to, like, deactivate the object, and then finally only reactivate it when, like, you exit the object. Fuck, dude. Okay. So, like, there is a way I could do this. It's just gonna be a lot of effort. Which is really annoying. Hmm. Because here's essentially the idea here. I'm gonna get a sprite up for the sake of illustrating my point both for y'all and also myself. Alright. So here is the issue, right? Well, okay, I'm not gonna illustrate the issue itself. I'm just gonna illustrate, like, how we need to fix this. So, like, essentially, what we need to do is create a list. I should really just do this as, like, a text, right? We need to create a list, right? Put this in Arial, anti-alias. So we need a list, and this list is going to be basically a list of DS maps. So this list is going to contain DS maps. Any number of them. Of which each of these DS maps needs to have basically, like the key value pad that we need is specifically no, well, just play it like this. And like each DS map is essentially going to have a pot object, like a particle object, and that's going to be paired with a collider, or the collided object. Hang on. Collided object. That's essentially what we have to do here. Oh man, okay. And then basically, every single frame we're going to have to check this list of DS maps for like the particle object, which is going to be deactive. Deactive. Sure, I can't fit deactivated. This is going to be deactive plus a collider object. And basically we check if the object being collided with still exists. And if it doesn't still exist, then you activate this. That's like the idea. And that will basically make it so that even if this collided object is to, like, be deleted or suddenly perish in some way, it'll still, in the bullet script, it'll check this, this, like, particle, and it'll, like, free it from being deactivated. Is essentially the idea. So, kinda sucks that we even have to do this at all, but it is what it is. Now, the only problem I still kinda want to figure out, I'm gonna very quickly save this. Particle, or exit particle problem. Okay. So I've saved this. But what I still need to figure out is that, like, this is all inside the bullet, right? Like the bullet object. What I need to figure out is that where's a bullet? What I need to figure out is that if this collided object dies first, right, then we activate this. If RBJ Bullet dies first, then what? Because, like... Like, do we still release the particle object, or... Well, I guess it, like, never exits, so then I guess it would... activate it and delete it at the same time? Hmm. Hmm. Because I guess the assumption is that if the bullet dies while it's inside of... I guess, hang on, to make this a bit clearer, I'm gonna change the wording on this. Because this is gonna be like a semi-solid. Or destructible of some kind. Which I will call a destructi for short. So my assumption is that if it dies inside of the destructible, then it just never made it out of the material, and therefore just shouldn't have any particle? Anyway... But then the problem with that is then if you kind of shoot all of your stuff at a weird angle, it would lead to it creating, like, no particles on death. Which would be, like, kind of strange in its own right. Because, like, the bullet damage registers on initial impact, right? So, like, it measures on initial impact, and then if it dies, what would happen is that it wouldn't make the particle, it would delete itself and the particle that it would have made, while still registering the damage. So then what? I'm just trying to think. Do we just kind of make our peace with that? Contrary to what the song is saying, I do care what happens here a little bit. So, like... What the hell, then? Oh. That was... not what I meant to do. That, like, moved this out of the way. I only pressed Control S. What? Why does that do that? Okay. Weird. Sorry, I wasn't clicked into Sprite and wanted to, like, save this. Yeah, I'll quickly draw this as well. Activates on death. deletion, I guess. Yeah, there we go. I could probably move this like a little bit further up, actually. Yeah, this is just so that I have a nice diagram for myself. So, like, I guess that's fine. That does work. It's kind of an interesting idea, though. Or actually, I'll explain this after the ad break. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go for a bathroom break and think on this a little longer. And then we'll get back to this. Yeah. BRB. Okay, I am back. So, the thing I've considered now, right, is this. So, we also, in this, like, destructible, we need to make sure that we have, that is, there we go. I guess I should really just copy this from over here. Oh, okay. Had it on the wrong layer, of course. Yeah, if we get this over here, this is gonna need a death particle counter, which is a thing I made up just now for this specific scenario. And whenever a bullet deals damage to this, it's basically gonna increment that counter. Or whenever it deals damage to it, but deletes itself, it increments the counter. So basically, what this will do is on bullet collision will +1 the death particle counter. And then it'll only get negated again actually no, it'll only be if the bullet doesn't make it out. As a death particle counter. And then we'll do gets implemented if bullet dies without exiting. There we go. And then this death particle counter, basically it'll just count however many like extra particles it needs to make on death due to like bullets not making it out of the destructible. Okay. I think with that in mind, we could go ahead and implement this. But I would really need to, like, push what I've currently done before dabbling in all of this. And then... what? I don't know, do I even have enough time to implement this right now? Like, how long would this take? Am I even in, like, the right mindset to do this right now? I mean, I guess there's no harm in trying. And I still need to move the alignment script. Okay, you know what? We're not going to implement this yet. We're going to get the alignment script in there and working fast. And then, like, once we move that, like, I don't know, we'll see. It's like, I do need to do that first. Yeah, let me just see. What is this? Fixed some splinter door break bugs. And attempted surface persistence bug between restarts. Okay. I'm gonna commit and push all of that. And then I'll just have to implement the like particle stuff later in my own time or something. Or maybe next stream, it really depends. I really do need to like work on this more like off stream as well. Instead of only ever doing this shit on stream. It's just hard. Being self-motivated is hard, life is hard. Everything is hard. Alright. So this, we can move to like a new script, right? So we'd have to do this. Right? Here's the deal. To move this to its own script, we're going to move this to its own script called rotated offset x. Rotated sprite offset. And like, we're basically just going to do and we're going to clarify x position offset in the sprite. It's like, I think part of the reason I really need to do this is because this is used everywhere. I think this is even used like in here. Yeah. Look at that. Like an absolute stupid asshole. I decided not to fucking do this. Like, not to make a script like this sooner. Like, the dumb fucking idiot I am. God. Oh, okay. Here's what we do, right? Right, so we need to have, like... Okay, so we do... Target... X offset... Y offset... I guess we could call this like 0 to X offset. I wish I had like a better way to describe this, but... Anyway, we will... So this would be... Target X offset. This would be target Y offset. Right. And then I think we basically just duplicate this as rotated sprite offset Y. And then we just do... Oh... okay, hang on. I forgot to do something. See, this is what I'm talking about. Even something that should be very simple like this, I end up getting like super brain dead about when I work on this for too long. So we do var x offset equals 0. Then we do x offset equals this. Like, we could even probably just skip this first step and just do var x offset equals this and then add this on as well. And then we return x offset. Okay. Now we can go ahead and duplicate this. Y offset. Okay. I think that makes sense. Because, like, that's basically what they're doing, right? Just to, like, double, triple check. And drag this over here. Yeah, so it's doing both of the length direct axes. Yeah. Okay, so that should work. So I guess without further ado, go ahead and see if this works. So instead of doing this, we just do equals rotated sprite offset x, which is this number right here, and then this number. I wish I could shove it into one script, but the problem is, like, I kinda can't. Because, like, they need to be set to, like, two different variables, so, like, you know, what am I to do to fix that? I can't. I mean, maybe there's a way, but... actually, wait, don't delete that yet. Okay. Fuck me, dude. Alright. If this works, that'll be really nice. If this doesn't work, I might shoot myself in Minecraft. Let's see what happens. Okay. Very laggy, as usual. That seemed to work fine. That seems to work fine. This all seems to work fine. For now. Yeah. That seems to be as intended. Very nice. Now, of course, if I do this enough, it'll probably still have the problem of retaining some of the data for some reason. Like retaining some of the surface data. I wish I knew why. But alas. I don't know, game maker jank or something. Don't ask me. I just walk here. Yeah, there we go. It did the thing again. No fucking clue why. But that's a thing, I guess. Okay, and we can probably do this for these, like, other scripts too. So we would do... just to, like, verify. So, like, essentially how we would plug this in, right? Because this is the gun sprite. Is we do this one. Well, this is also at scale, at like 2 times scale. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ain't nobody got time for this. Hang on. Let me pull up the sprite in A Sprite at like 1 time scale real quick. I'm not gonna have it on stream. Just bear with me for a moment, please. So it's 8. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, it's a 20. It would be like plus 16. That's probably why it does like 16 and a half. Whatever it was. Put it like at the end of the barrel. That might even be like a little too much. Actually, no, because it's only like half of it, right? Yeah, because of like the origin point. So 16 from the origin point actually puts it like near the beginning of the barrel, but then like the bullet on its first creation would then move a little bit, so I guess it kind of works out. Right? Yeah. Okay, so then how you would plug this in then to the existing player. Oh, it does 19.5, so it actually does spawn at the end of the barrel. Okay. Makes sense. I guess. I don't know, we can tweak the numbers later. But essentially the idea is, instead of doing all this, we do var underscore bullet pause x equals rotated sprite offset x. And then the target offset would be 19.5, 1. And then we do the same thing for bullet pause y, except with the y command there. And then for this, we would do pretty much same idea. Except we don't have to reset the var, for one. And then we'd make this -1 instead. Because it's the upper and lower barrel. Yeah. That to me makes sense. Assuming that this actually works. Which, in order to test that, we can just make this like a pure aim direction. And we can make it only repeat once. So it'll just fire one straight bullet out of each barrel. Just to check that this is working. And fingers crossed. So. Straight barrel. If I do that. The speeds are still random, so like, that's gonna look off. But yeah, if I frame advance this, you can see that they are definitely firing properly. Okay. Then if I rotate this in any other angle, it fucking fails. Interesting. Okay. That's very interesting. Oh shit. Right, because you need to pass in the image angle. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay. So here's what we do. Add an optional condition, or an optional variable, which is image angle equals image angle. And then, because essentially what's happening is we're not actually rotating the player's angle, and that's what's causing the desync. Because we're actually using aim direction as the image angle in this scenario. What? Oh, right, hang on. I haven't moved it to the other one yet. So they don't have parity. Okay. There we go. It should be functionally the same now. I think. Alright. Oh, we have parity between them. Should now work. Okay, so it's like... Okay, if I do that, okay. Very good. Okay, same deal. Come out at the right spot. Whoops. Okay. So they seem to be walking now, then. Yeah. That's good. Yeah, now no matter where you aim, it should once again be coming from the right spot. Yeah. For some reason, sometimes from like this angle it looks kind of strange. Whatever. It seems to be working correctly. I think that's just like an illusion of sorts. I don't think that's actually an issue of any kind. I think it's just the eye being weird. The eyeball being a strange thing. Alright. Come on. Get rid of your error. Thank you. Okay, we can now set these back to repeat 10. And we can re-implement the random direction. Oop. If we do this again... Oop, I fucked up. Okay, no. I accidentally clicked out. Like a dumbass. There we go. We have our fancy shotgun back. Sick. Alright, so that is working as intended now. At least somewhat. Right. Even though we're still gonna be having, like, particle issues. Like, sometimes. Whenever it does, like, the bug. Also, my frame rate is so fucked. It is so fucked right now. It's, like, so fucked up. Okay. Now, if I very quickly pull this up again, I want to make them a little bit more visible, just for when I do get back to, like, debugging some of this other stuff. But, like, otherwise, I'm gonna say that's it for now on the game dev. And that, I guess that's it for the stream in general. Yeah, bit of a shorter one today. Which I do apologize, the streams have been kind of shorter recently. Hopefully it's understandable given that my computer is still being repaired. It's a pain in my ass to stream in this, or on this laptop. So, yeah, hopefully y'all understand. Let me also... Sorry, before I go off and say my goodbyes, let me just push all this. Migrated some sprite set math to a dedicated function, or to a dedicated script. Now, the door align script can kind of just stay the way it is, just because... I mean, I could probably see if I need to change it a little bit, but... Hang on. We'll get to that in a second. Yeah, because it needs to do all this. But then I guess I could, like, migrate this aspect of it to the function, but, like, I don't know. I'll worry about that later. I don't know, I'm too brain dead for this right now. Thank you all for watching. I had a good time playing some Spire, and we got some stuff done today in the game dev. Hell yeah, even though there's still some pretty outstanding bugs that I need to get around to fixing. So, we'll see. Expect more soon. As usual. Cause, yeah. Game Maker kinda kicking my ass right now, but I need to do it, so I will. Yeah. Anyway, enough of my rambling. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a good rest of your day, night, whatever it may be. I'll talk to you all another time. I'm not gonna raid anyone, because I don't think anyone is still around. So